nationality.
No, it's not.
It's a brand.
No. You can't find that in the dictionary as a nationality.
Now, it's available to children as well as adults, right? Now, as we can see, black here gives me, it's an adjective, right?
Yep, it's an adjective.
All right. Now, we can go into, it also refers to Negro, et cetera, right?
Yes.
Now, that has meanings, all of which is what? Involved or enveloped in darkness. Black, night, gloomy, dismal,
Sullen,
boding ill, forbidding, absent, without any moral light or goodness, which he was talking about.
Right.
Now, when we take that brand, that's what we've told the world, that we have no moral light or goodness. We're sullen. It's a total negative. It's a prayer in one word. It's an adjective.
And also, we talked about like the words and how we cast spells on ourselves.
Exactly. That's a spell. Continue. And you go down here, and then it gives you a compound word. What's that compound word?
Black or more.
Now, what is that?
It's a noun.
Now they break it down. It's a compound word, right?
Yes.
What's that?
A Negro.
Any?
Dark-skinned person.
What? A variation of?
Variation of black, more.
Which one is capitalized, black or more?
More is capitalized.
What small case? The adjective.
Black.
Now it's separated. And who are those people that think that they're black?
Moors.
Is that complex?
No.
Not hard at all.
Can a child read that?
Yes.
Isn't it in the dictionary?
Yes.
What's the debate? Except that they don't read.
Right.
And the world knows who they are. Now, you understand what masonry is?
Yes, it's basically a secret of what the truth of
It's an open secret.
Open secret.
So a description of a thing is not an identity of the thing. Don't get that twisted. You got Asiatics who, through their order of education, actually believe that this complexion is black. They really do. And with the mind of a child, they can't tell the difference. And as a matter of fact, they think that black comes in shades. They really do. That's not making mockery. You have to understand the mentality of a people who have been mentally enslaved with etymology absent from their education. So now let's look at the dictionary and see what black means. So the first thing you do before you go into what you call definition or the etymology history of the word, i.e. what it means, define it, you must first categorize it in the seat of language where it belongs. Correct? Are you following me? So now we have not gone into definition. Black's an adjective. Black is an adjective. So therefore, if it's an adjective, can it be the identity of any human being? No. Does it take a rocket scientist to figure that out? Huh? No. Does the scholar who have PhDs and degrees on their walls and writing books and trying to make this retroactive in history, are they justified by putting that on their own people? No. And they cast that word out into ethers, and words have power, don't they? Yes, because first there was the word. And the word was with, and the word was. They have power, don't they? And you put them words out in the ether, and they come back at you, and what you got in the street and with the families? Death and destruction, don't you? Do the European got to do anything to them, or they bring it on themselves out of ignorance? But they want to use words to try to make him respect them, don't they? Don't they? Huh? So if you're proud of that, what does that indicate to the rest of the civilized world what you think of yourself? So if you think that of yourself, what do you think they think that you're going to think of them? You see? Now, truthfully, remove the emotions about this thing. Is that intelligence at all? So now, in a good dictionary, you will have what is known as a dissemination of the history or the root truths of that word. And so in an unabridged dictionary, you might have 2 or 3 full pages that may deal with certain key words in a social order that will give you the history of how it's used. This is why you want to follow these dictionaries. Do you follow me? Black, adjective, destitute of light, or incapable of reflecting it. Devoid of color so dark as to have no distinguishable color. So therefore, black does not come in shades, does it? No. So can you have a light-skinned black girlfriend? No. It's the extreme of the color spectrum taught to you in the 3rd grade and not part of the primary color spectrum whatsoever. Not considered a color at all. We want to be clear on why that we went through that elementary school lesson about basic grammatication and what black is as opposed to what people thought it was. Proving to you that it's an adjective and not a proper noun. And if it's not a proper noun, it can't be an identity. That's education. Opinion can't infringe on that, can it? Although people choose to do that, don't they? Alright? Don't make it right, does it? And a lie is still a lie, isn't it? And truth don't need an apology, does it? Once you understand the language and once you understand the history and law, you stop doing those things, which means that you are waking up. It's just like you being in a coma and you're the heir and someone's taking care of your estate. They just do all kinds of stuff to you. They, salmon and everything, they give you noodles. You understand what I'm saying? And you going, you can't help yourself. You stuff like that, right? You ride a Cadillac, you understand what I'm saying? There's a Bentley, you understand? And when you go out and you got to do a bicycle, and then they charge you rent. And they start finding you for not wearing the helmet. Yeah. On your own land. And then when you start waking up, you start recognizing, I'm the heir. What's up with this? They're racist. No, they're not racist. They stole your birthright. Once you understand what this is all about, all these other colored arguments leave you. But if they don't leave you, they know that you're not competent yet. When that language leaves you, they know that you have awakened. It is no different than vampires in a room and somebody pulls up the shades. It really is. Because they can't stand the sun. Because the sun is the light. It's true. And it's saying it's really true in politics. And this is what they fear, that you get into the light. Because once you're in the light, they must go back into the darkness. But if you don't know the history and the metaphysics of it, you don't understand this thing. That's why people sit around, racism. No, it's prejudice. No, they don't like my color. No, they don't like Afro-Americans. No, it's all like this. Ain't none of that. It's birthright theft. It's birthright theft the whole time. But if they can distract you and make you argue other things that really ain't it, you will never fix it. You're saying as long as you don't attack what the truth is, you can't bring remedy. And as long as you don't attack the truth, you are demonstrating that you are incompetent, which justifies their wardship claim. And that the nations of the earth can't come to your rescue. Because they got to honor their mothers and fathers too. So if you don't honor your mother, they won't come here and deal with you, what y'all calling yourself this weak stuff while we going through these emotional attitudes.